Perfect.
Now, coming to you from the TB2 Performance and Recovery Gym in Huntington, West Virginia, our Athlete Spotlight, hosted by Brad Yost.
Zeke, tell us a little bit about your background. Growing up, was sports always something that you've been passionate about and heavily involved in? And, just kind of tell us about, early on, what you did kind of as a youngster growing up.
Well, for sure. So I was always out in the front yard playing football, basketball, whatever. So I've always been into sports for as long as I can remember. Elementary, when I was little, flag football, basketball, baseball, did all that, all the sports, really trying to dial in what sport I like. Middle school, got up to middle school, I still played some Little League baseball, played basketball, and that's when I got introduced into throwing and track. So 7th grade year, I started doing track, shot put and discus. 7th and 8th grade year, I did that. And then when I got to high school, I started playing football. And football kind of a year-round thing, so I dropped track for my freshman and sophomore year, and then played football all 4 years of high school. Eventually, junior year, I picked up track again, throwing, shot put and discus. Found that I loved it, just absolutely loved every second of it. Loved watching how I progressed my junior to senior year, and eventually I got recruited to go do it in college.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. So you kind of left track for a while and then came back to it.
Yeah.
And then that second time, you kind of realized, hey, this is really what I want to do.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. My parents wanted me to try out track and field in middle school, and I was all against it, and I went out there and tried it. Actually loved it. 8th grade year, I was county champ in both shot put and discus. Ended up loving it. And then football, I love football too, and that just kind of overtook. And COVID also played a big part in that, because I went out freshman year to actually throw, and then COVID that canceled,
kind of wiped
that
it out.
spring.
Yeah.
And so then I just focused on football, forgot about it sophomore year. And then me and my buddy Michael Lunsford, we went out again my junior, his sophomore year, and ended up just loving it.
And then you kind of found it again.
Yep,
Lost it and found it again.
Yep.
Okay, great. Junior year, you take back up with your throwing. Kind of walk us through, your recruitment, how you came to land at the University of Pikeville.
Well, for sure. So junior year is when I started getting into throwing again. At that time, I was still getting recruited for football. So I had a few Division II offers to play football, and I was pursuing that for a while. And then probably the end of my junior year, beginning of my senior year, I decided that throwing was what I wanted to do. So I started going to some indoor meets for track, which is normally in the winter. So my senior year, like December, January, the winter of my senior year, I started going to those indoor meets. And eventually my Coach Espinoza, my throws coach at Pikeville, he saw me at one of those meets. He liked me. He came up, talked to me, recruited me. So I went on a visit there, ended up loving UPike. So that's how I got into it.
So, freshman year, you had immediate success. I know you had, you set some school records, had a great season, ended up at nationals. So kind of take us through that experience, the differences, it's a whole different world now, and, in a new place, and how all that transfers.
For sure. So Pikeville, right off the bat, it felt like home. I mean, you'll see a lot of these freshmen, they get in there, they get nervous. Maybe they don't perform how they want to, but Pikeville just felt like a perfect fit. Loved my teammates. Atmosphere was awesome. So that really set the stage for my freshman year. We start indoor. My first or second meet indoor, I hit the mark to go to indoor nationals. So right off the bat, I had some success there. And then from that point on, I didn't see too much success. I mean, I had some better marks, but like nothing crazy. Go to indoor national. Didn't perform how I wanted to. And then right after indoor, I jumped straight into outdoor season. So track and field, we have indoor, outdoor. So outdoor season started. We had shot put, discus, hammer throw. So 3 events, takes up a lot of time. Hard to split the time for practice. So, you got to figure that out. And then I eventually, it took a little bit longer throughout the outdoor season. I hit the mark for nationals in the shot put first, and then I hit it for the discus. So I made outdoor nationals in both shot put and discus. Got to nationals. I didn't perform how I wanted to in discus. Next day it came out through shot put, hit a massive PR, 16:33. Ended up finishing 11th in the nation at the NAIA Outdoor National Championship. So it's a good season, some school records in there. So
Yeah, just a great start to your college
Yep.
career. So, out of all the events we've talked in the past, the shot put is your true love, right?
Yep,
That's your
shot
number
put,
one love.
Probably my best/favorite event. The hammer. So the hammer you don't throw in high school. You pick it up in college. And so with just one year with hammer, I'm starting to enjoy that. Some frustrations with being new to the event, but I think hammer is going to come into play a little bit this upcoming year.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. Like I say, great start, great foundation for your career. So that's really exciting. Zeke, you've been a long-time Team TB2 member. You've been with us for a while, and you have kind of a unique experience because you've been on both sides. So just kind of walk us through how it has helped you along the way when you first started and kind of your journey there and how it's prepared you for where you are now.
Yeah, so I believe I started, it was either my sophomore or junior year in high school, I started coming to work out here. And I came and worked out with Michael, he's track buddy, football buddy. We worked out in the summer. Then we played football after football season. Off season started for us back in the weight room, and just the growth I saw working out here, the explosion. You could tell that me and Michael had just something different compared to all the other athletes that we faced against football, track. We just had that explosive, and I truly believe that's from working out here, working with Tom, just all the stuff we do in here. And so we saw that growth big time and more growth just over the years. Eventually, I contacted Tom about potentially working here. And so this past summer, I started interning here. Loved every second, loved working with the kids, loved to see that I'm putting what I got in out of it. Now I get to give that to them. And it's cool how it works. I love working with kids, just a great experience.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we talk about in here. It's about explosion. That's kind of where you see it, because there's lots of gyms. Everybody lifts weights with their schools and stuff. What would you say kind of sets TB2, apart from other places that you've been, other workouts and stuff?
Well, I think for sure, if you were to compare it to something, it'd definitely be like a college weight room. So a lot of people, they come in here, they want to pursue being a college athlete, and this is where it starts. It starts in the weight room. Whatever sport you do, weight room is where it starts at. And from my own experience, I think working out here, I had a big advantage to all the other of my teammates in college, because weight rooms, they're different in college, and I just felt like I was a step ahead because it's what I'm used to. All my teammates, they were struggling a little bit at the beginning of the year just because they're not used to that type of intensity in the weight room. So definitely a big advantage there. Not only that, but also how performance-wise, like explosion, all that stuff. So
great. And like I said, you got to work here. You got to work with the kids. Just a tremendous help to us this summer as you prepare to go on with your career. Being on both sides, do you feel like that kind of gives you added motivation, or you see things differently now being on both sides and planning them and thinking about how these things can help in your own training and stuff like that, developing classes and plans and stuff that you've been working on this summer? Do you feel like that's something that can translate to you, moving forward?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So, as an athlete, you just come in here, you work out, whoever your coach is, you listen to them, you go through whatever they tell you. But as a coach, it's a little different. You got to plan your workout. It's not like you're just throwing whatever out there. You got to, certain things go together with certain things. You can't just do random things. So definitely thinking about that changes your aspects, your thought process on how you train differently and how you go about things. So.
Okay, great. And then real quick before we wrap up, future plans, is this something that you would be interested in the future, like to pursue as a career, or do you have any future plans?
Well, not right now. There's no really future plans. This is just something, trying out. So I've enjoyed it so far, but you gotta be able to look at your options and explore them. So that's why I'm here. I'm just exploring, trying to curious about things, so that's why I'm here.
Great. Well, we definitely appreciate you being here. Definitely appreciate you being here this summer and helping us out. You're more than welcome back next summer. I think we're kind of counting on it, but we definitely appreciate everything. We're super proud of you. Everything that you've done, in your career and then in here, it's just really, really great to see. And we wish you nothing but the best this year. Good luck, and everybody check out Zeke. Follow along on all the social media stuff. Check out UPike Track and Field, and we really appreciate everything. Wish you all the success, Zeke.
Thank you so much.
Great kid. We appreciate everything. So that's all for this Athlete Spotlight. Appreciate everybody watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. And stay tuned. Now that school's back in, hopefully we can start doing a few more videos and kind of get back in the swing of things. So appreciate everybody. Have a great day.
Perfect.